I wanted to ask you, man, about like, you know, like, cause this is inspiring just for you to be here, you know what I'm saying? From inmate to real estate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like just in your past, when you walked in your past and you caught your felonies and, you know, just getting to the point where you at right now, man, how did you fight through that to break through, to know that it was a better way? You know what I'm saying? How did you figure out, like, I can get past this?
Right. Yeah, so just to let you know, I got 5 felonies.
Y'all hear this?
Yeah, supposed to have 7, right?
Supposed to have 7.
Y'all hear this now? Y'all hear this?
7 felonies.
I got 7 charges, felony charges.
Right.
But I got 5 convictions.
Right.
Right.
And you still here.
Yeah. My last
That's enough right there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
My last 2 got dismissed. Okay. And it's crazy we're talking about epigenetics. My grandfather, he murdered somebody and went on the run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, changed his name and everything.
Right.
My dad in the military murdered somebody.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Before, the night I got arrested, I was on my way to murder somebody.
Wow.
Real talk. Straight up.
So that was y'all. That was the Most High stopping you.
That was the Most High stopping me. Right.
That was Jehovah telling you, hey, don't do this.
Yeah. I was on my way to do that. That's how I got the felon with a firearm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would never really. I carry some swords around.
Yeah.
I was in that life. You know what I'm saying?
So he's out there. Michelangelo slicing niggas up.
You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody rub on me, they're gonna get poked.
Yeah.
Right. But I never really carried around a gun like that. I had firearms and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people want to trade. Hey, I'll give you this. You give me that type of stuff. Right. But I never really had one like that. Anyways, plus I'm a felon. If I get caught with this, it's worse than getting caught with the drug.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was on my way to do that, and that's when I got arrested at Harker Heights.
Yeah.
And I know it was the Most High because the day I got arrested was December 10th, 2015.
Right.
I walked out. Case dismissed December 10th, 2016. Okay. So I spent the whole cycle in there. I spent the whole year in there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's when really my mindset started to change. Mm-hmm. Right.
So then once you got to that point, you got out, like what led you to even tap into real estate? Like, was this something?
Y'all want to hear the real story?
Yeah, give me the real.
Okay, look, so check this out. So I get locked up, and it's a lawyer named Wayne Backus.
Okay.
Now, this lawyer is a 33rd degree Mason because when I see, I used to be on that Dope Boy Magic. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Dope Boy Magic. Like, if I'm walking into the hotel room, I'm leaving the change on the floor. Right. Certain type of rituals and stuff like that. Like, that name Illuminati get passed around a lot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you just in the streets, man, everybody, like, out of there. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the world I was in. I was in the methamphetamine world. Right. I started in the crack world, and then I started to get into.
Where I was at.
It's 2 different worlds, as you know.
The new crack is methamphetamine.
That's right.
That's the new crack.
Yeah. That's right. That's the new crack, right?
Meth going crazy out there in Temple. Right.
Yeah. It's crazy. So I seen he had the little pinky ring with the triangle on it with the 33, and I was like, oh, I like your ring. Now, the dude that was with me was supposed to take the charge. Right. All right. He was supposed to take the gun charge. Yeah. I was going to bond out on the meth because I had the money to do that. You know what I'm saying? I had got a bunch of cash with me or whatever, right? But so he's supposed to take the gun charge, which would have got me lesser time or whatever. So I'm telling the lawyer, no, it ain't my gun. You know what I mean? He's going to take the charge. Long story short, he never took the charge. Right. So about 6 months into my waiting on like a court date and things of that nature.
That take forever.
Right? Just because the system, they want to break you down and make you take pleas and stuff like that. So I had this dream, right? I'm in the scripture now, reading. I had this dream, and it was like I saw that. I was reading the Bible. I was like, man, Solomon asked the Most High for wisdom. He didn't ask the Most High for money. He didn't ask the Most High for to beat his case. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody in there, man, God gonna break me out. God gonna beat my case, and I'm even almost like that. Like, man, I'm in this Bible now. I ain't gonna go back to that street. Like, I'm gonna change my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, God gonna help me beat this charge. I had this dream, and this dream, he had and this was after reading that thing about Solomon, right?
Right.
And I had asked for wisdom, right? And then that dream,
Solomon was cold.
Solomon was cold with it, right?
Bad boy.
Cold. Yeah. Solomon, that's a whole other show.
Yeah.
Right? But he took me, man. I was like flying, and I was flying over the stop, the actual stop, like where the police stopped me.
Yeah.
And I was watching everything, but I was watching it from a third person.
Right.
And if I can show you I'll show you how I was looking that night I got arrested. But I was watching everything from a third person.
Okay.
And I broke everything down to the lawyer, to Wayne Backus. I was like, man, this happened, right? Because I ain't know I've been up for 10 days.
Yeah.
In my mugshot, I'm finna fall asleep.
10 days.
I'm finna fall asleep in my mugshot because I've been up for 10 days and you put me to a stop, like I'm stopped now. Because you know how in the streets, like I'm going.
Yeah.
Man, 5 days, 6 days.
You don't know if you ate or nothing.
10 days, ain't ate or nothing. Look.
That's real talk, bro.
Look, and then if you stop or you sit down somewhere,
It's over.
I'm out of there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. I gotta stay in motion.
Right. So that's what happened with me. So I didn't know nothing. You know what I mean? I had no idea of anything that was going on. So I broke it down to Wayne, and Wayne was like, okay, woo, boom, boom, boom. So he went and looked up this old case on somebody, because what had happened was that they stopped me, boom. They approach my driver's side. I give them my everything. I'm square business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm finna get out of this.
Yeah,
you know
I'm
what
going
saying?
home tonight.
Boom. I give them everything. They give me a ticket just for speeding. I was in a hot car.
Yeah.
Like this car is known to be hot. I'm tripping. I'm up 10 days. Everything. I'm making stupid decisions. It wasn't a rental, but it was one of them old heads.
But you know about the rentals though.
I know about the rental. Oh yes, no, it was a dope fiend rental. It was a dope fiend rental.
We call them dope fiend rental.
Yeah,
That's exactly
for sure.
what it was.
You might give them so much crack.
That's exactly what it was.
You get that
Old head had the new.
Yeah, for sure.
Old head had the new Charger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look.
You want to show out in it. Yeah, you was about to go to sleep right there. Hey man, you was down to sleep, man.
Yeah.
Alright, out of there.
See,
Look,
he
I
was
still
down
got
to
the
sleep.
TDC face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta shave everything.
Yeah.
You know, TDC ready. But so as soon as they gave me the ticket, they approached the passenger side.
Right.
They asked the passenger, you know, hey, what's going on? Let me get your name, type stuff, right? So they got his name, found out he had a warrant, pulled him out the vehicle, found, searched him, found drugs on him, asked him was anything in the car. He was like, yeah, my pipe's in the car. So they went and searched the car, found his pipe in the bottom, and he say that they put the pipe there. Ain't no telling at this point, right?
Yeah.
He telling me through letter, nah, they put the pipe there. But there's a pipe down here that gave him probable cause to search the whole vehicle. Right? They find all the drugs. I had like more than 4, less than 200. I couldn't tell you how much it was.
Right.
It was like maybe an ounce of some change.
Yeah.
Right? And a firearm. So boom.
The firearm that put the ice on the cake.
Right, the feds was gonna come
That
pick
put
me
the
up
ice on
too.
the
Yeah,
cake.
the
Yeah,
feds
that's what
almost
it is,
came and
bro.
picked me up. But here's where it get crazy. So I break that down to the lawyer, and the lawyer is like, "Oh snap!" He come back a couple weeks later, like, "Oh snap, we're gonna file a motion to dismiss on this for this reason right here, because according to the law, whenever they give you a ticket, okay, that stops."
Anything after that.
Anything
That's it.
after
We want
that.
to search you and all that. So basically it's like, so let me ask you this before you go any further. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and write you up for a ticket.
Right.
So the decision on the final order as far as like whatever this disciplinary act is supposed to be according to what you did wrong.
Right.
That's it right there.
That's
this is
it.
how we gonna this is what you gonna
Yeah, see you in court.
That's it.
So you know they got this thing called fruit of a poisonous tree.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where, like, if they illegally search you or they do something outside of what they supposed to do, anything after that, even if they find drugs, gun, anything after that, when you go to court, it's not admissible. They got to throw it out,
Right.
Because it was under the fruit of a poisonous tree.
Right.
Like
that.
not supposed to do
Got
that.
you. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what that probably was.
That's very similar to that, right? Very similar to that, because at the Supreme Court level, the law changed. Right. So at the time, they had asked me, "Hey, can we search your vehicle?" I'm like, "No, you can't search my vehicle," type stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? So Right when they give me that ticket, boom, it's done.
Yeah, we got a deal.
At the trial, 13 seconds after they gave me the ticket, boom, 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 they knocked on passenger side door, talking to him, asking him to get out. They said they had no probable cause to knock on his door. There you go.
That was truly reported in the street.
There you go.
So they were in the wrong. It was an illegal search.
It's an illegal search.
So they have to throw everything out.
That was on their body cam?
Yeah.
That wasn't even on a body cam. Body cam was turned off at the court thing. They had like the, where the person on the radio was talking to the actual cop.
Yeah.
They had missing lines on that and everything.
Yeah, of course.
So it was all up to the judge if she was gonna dismiss the, really throw out all the evidence, and she did it.
See,
but check this out.
That's why though, because she understood that what I just told you.
Right, facts.
That's a fact. Bro.
So this how I got into real estate.
Let's see.
Right.
This is what I've been waiting to hear.
Yeah, where was that transition? That pivot?
That's what I'm trying to see how this came in.
Wayne Backus hired me.
Damn.
I worked in his law firm for 5 years.
Get out of here,
Yes, sir.
The one who represented you.
The one who represented me.
Wow.
Get out of here.
I worked in his law firm for 5 years.
I ain't never heard nothing like that.
I ain't either.
What'd you say?
I worked in his law firm for 5 years. He approached me.
That's crazy.
That wisdom.
But you know what it was? He liked it your neck. It was something about you.
It was the wisdom.
Yeah.
That wisdom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I asked for that wisdom.
Yeah.
And a lot more came with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot more came with it. Yeah.
I like
Real
that.
talk. I worked in his law firm for 5 years.
Right.
So now I'm working on cases and things of that nature for him. Right, because he getting to the end of his career, you know what I mean? So I'm approaching judges and things like that on his behalf, like, Mr. So-and-so, he gonna need a reset. Here go that continuance right here. Let me get you to sign that. Prosecutor, thank you very much. I'm gonna take that. All right, I'll catch y'all later.
Right.
I'm approaching the judge.
Yeah.
I'm a 5-time felon. I'm up in county court of law number 226.
Bro, I ain't never heard of nothing like that.
Yeah.
You need to write a book. You ain't read a book yet?
Not yet.
You gotta write a book.
Speaking of that, y'all go check out my book, man. Amazon.com. Don't think like me, just think. Y'all go check the book out.
I'm gonna get that one.
You ain't bring one with you today?
I ain't bring one today. I was in a rush, man. Sorry, y'all.
I'll take care of you before we leave. Yeah. That way I can get that from you.
That's crazy.
I read.
But, bro, hey, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
But, man, I've never heard, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a felon, too.
Right.
I ain't never heard of
I know,
like
right.
that. How you got somebody representing you, and then next thing you know, you working with that person. That was a God move.
Yeah. Real talk.
So he brought you in. He brought you in to do the cases, and he was already into real estate.
Yeah, he was a developer.
Yeah.
Like he bought land, subdivided it. There's many like places in Temple where he subdivided it. He like named the streets and everything.
Yeah.
Like, bought it, cut it up. He got like multiple rentals and all that stuff. But then he had me doing what's called like estate planning and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So estate planning is what we was talking about, like leaving a will, affidavits of heirship. He was the main lawyer that they would hire when they had to find somebody that owned a house that was getting foreclosed on.
He was that guy.
And guess who he had doing it?
Yeah.
Me. So I'm learning how to find houses before I even know. I'm learning how to do what I do today before I even knew it was what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just thought it was like some lawyer type
This
stuff.
nigga laced you with the major game, man.
Yeah.
He laced you up for real.
But you didn't even know you was getting.
I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. Yeah, he put me on like
that's dope though.
And just being around him, because this man was like a judge. Like Solomon was a judge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This man was a judge in county court at law for years. Like grew up in Temple, like knows like the Mayborns, can call the Mayborns, can call the Drake McLeans, can call them on the phone type stuff, you know what I'm saying? And was very business savvy and had he became my father figure for a while, you know what I'm saying? For that 5 years, I would just like soak up his mannerisms, his attitude, how he would talk to people on the phone, and just that type of stuff, how he did work, you know what I'm saying? How he carried on his business, and that's how I grew up. I grew up in that law firm.
So elevation, like, you know, in order to elevate, you gotta surround yourself around people who's elevated. Right. And that's just what it all boils down to, man. That's why I love dealing with Brandon. You know what I'm saying? Right. I love dealing with, you know, our camera guy too, man. Right. You know real talk. I love it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, everybody, I feel like whoever you rubbing shoulders with, man, whatever, you know how they say, I'm gonna tell y'all ever seen this movie with Denzel called Fallen? Yeah, I seen it. You ain't never seen it, go see it. I think it's one of the deepest movies he had, bro. Right. And I believe that. Right. Yeah. Spiritual, everything's spiritual. The spiritual dictate the natural thing. Right. So you bump into this person and they spirit jump in you. That's true. So if I rub shoulders with this guy, his spirit gonna jump on me. Right. If I rub shoulders with you, your spirit gonna jump on me. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Facts. And I feel like that's the type of people I want to rub shoulders with. Right. This is the type of spirit I want on me. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're dealing with people that, and I'm not talking down, but I'm not gonna say they nobody. They making nobody decisions. That's it. I'm not gonna call nobody because everybody got the, you know, we all can go to the next level if we want to. Right. We all people. I'm not gonna dehumanize nobody, but making nobody decisions, then you gonna make nobody decisions. That's real. So you know what I'm saying? Just being around it, that just, man, that sparked that shit was pivotal. Sparked something up in your mind that just took you to the next level. And that's dope, bro. He bought me a truck and let me pay him back on payments. Yeah. Let me do my little landscape, lawn care stuff. What happened to him? Is he still alive? Yeah, he's still alive right now. Yeah. I hit him up every now and then. We hit lunch or something like that. Or I might ask him, hey, what's going on? What you need? He kind of slow rolling right now. Yeah, but he always be, you know, I might get him to like write up some of our real estate contracts or review some stuff for us, and he get really excited about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stay tapped in with him. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm like one of them type of people. Like, you know how people like, who would you talk to if you had a chance to talk to anybody? I talk to Kodak Black, or like they,
some silly shit like that.
No, Kodak. I want to sit down with somebody like Jay Prince, Master P, somebody like, just if she was still alive. Like when it come to women, I would love to sit down with Cicely Tyson. Yeah, she was there back then when all that shit was going on. Like, you know how much wisdom you can get from people like that. That's real. I want to sit down with people that's gonna drop some jewels on me. That's real. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna go far, bro. Like the thing they teaching you, like the same way I am. Like even when I talk to the young teenagers that I'm dealing with, you know, I tell them, I say, man, you know, I'm gonna give you something that you can take with you for life. Right. That you can tell your kids. That's what they need. You know what I'm saying? Man. And that's what we need to be doing, and that's how we gotta be doing, and that's how we gotta do it with each other. We gotta make it normal to be able to drop jewels on each other and not keep it to yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Quit hoarding information. That ain't like it's gonna cost us some money. That ain't gonna cost you no money.
Nothing. Just man,
that's that epigenetics, man. Now this my chicken, this my, you know what I'm saying? This my little piece of hog or whatever. Like this mine, like, you know what I mean? We in survival mode. I got that mind. That mindset just passes down.
That's a scary place to be. I ain't even realized I was there.
I've been there too.
Until maybe I'm about to be 37, maybe like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I was hoarding. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel
that shit crazy. And you look back like, yeah, and you've been done wrong, done dirty so many times. It's like you on guard, you gotta be on point. Because when I was in that environment, I had to be on point because it was survival. Right. But me using the survival shit now, it's killing my new shit because I don't need them. Sure, yeah. I don't need those traits no more. I can leave them there, and it's like it's okay.
Abundance, having that abundance mindset.
Yeah. And it took other people around me that weren't in survival mode to be like, "What you doing? Like, why you doing that?" Like, it's like I feel like you guarding your play in prison.
Right.
Oh, y'all don't want
what saying about rubbing shoulders with the right people and that spirit. Because the spirit, I think we have been taught to spookify or make a spirit like a ghost, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a spirit is nothing but like a frequency.
Right.
It's an energy. It's a vibe. You know what I mean? That will rub off on you. And like you just said, like it took people getting around you to be able to. That's how we all grow. That's why community is so important.
Right.
And that's why they, come against our community so much.
Yeah, and I love that because like we went back to early when we were saying love is all power, bro. If you think about it, bro, that's all we had back then.
Right.
And that's what kept us together. That's what kept the chain linked up, bro.
Right.
And when that chain broke, bro, when love was gone, it was all hate. I'm gonna kill a nigga. I was listening to a song today, man. It was like, I think it was on the radio or something. When dude say, man, I'm trying to kill me. He said, I'm trying to catch me some more bodies for my birthday. And I'm thinking to myself, like, that's a joy to you. To kill your own people, bro.
That shit sound crazy.
That's crazy, bro. And I'm listening to the music they putting out here, and I'm like, I see why our kids are so distracted, but I feel like one of the tactics that we can use as we all really young OGs.
Right.
The tactic we can use, bro, is we gotta, if it's a youngster, 21, 22, and they doing like this, and they really ready to listen, hit them up. Drop it all on them. Drop as much as you can on them. Because when they leave, they going to go tell the youngsters that's looking at them.
True.
Yeah. So they might look at us and be like, man, get your old ass on. I don't want to hear that shit, nigga.
Yeah.
But they going to listen to that youngster around their same age if they come with that same game.
That's true.
So what we have to do now, we have to drop jewels on the youngsters that's around the same age that these youngsters is out here.
Right.
And one of the ones that's wise enough to take it in, he gonna go tell all the other youngsters.
Right.
And that's how we gonna be able to wake them up.
Right.
They really ain't trying to hear, I don't know you, nigga. I ain't never seen you in my, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they gonna listen to them youngsters that they messing with every day on a daily basis.
Right.
That's what I really love about being a barber is being able to talk to them and you know what I'm saying, they confide in me, they open up to me and tell me things they don't tell their parents. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna tell their mom and their dad this stuff. We can chop it up in there and I'll give them some game. You can see it on their face. Like, damn, like they daddy ain't even told them this shit.
Right.
Then they come back like 2-3 weeks. Like, hey man, I looked up that shit you was talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just be listening to them. Like, I can see their mind opening a little bit more.
They want more.
Yeah, then like talk some more of that shit, OG. Like, I'm like, what you want to talk about? Like, what's that? 4X? What you was talking about? Like, I ain't never heard of that. I just talked to one yesterday. He was saying that. I gave him that, and then he texted me like, hey, this ball fade from 3 o'clock, man. Can you send me that thing you was talking about 4X? Like, so I'm like, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because them ain't the conversations that the rest of barbers was having.
That lets you know he was listening, though.
Yeah, for him to reach out and text me,
Send that to me. He really trying to.
Exactly.
That tells you that he wants to show somebody too. Because he's like, send me that thing, man. And then he's going to put somebody else.
About it.
What you talking about?
I can't explain it all to you, but let me
and I send him a YouTube and I send him a dude that I learned from. So you can follow him and, make your own path.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? I might not make $1 million, but maybe I just made a millionaire.
That's what it's about.
And sometimes the reward is that.
Yeah, I might see him in 6-7 years.
He gonna help
like, damn, I used to cut that little dude hair. That's crazy.
Yeah, because think about it like this. That youngster that you helped and that you made a millionaire, that might be the one that's going to help the generation of our kids.
Right.
So you still won.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
That's 100.
You feel me? Yeah.
That's 100.
Yeah.
So do you have like any mentors or anything that you can go to now to get more game, or now that you're at this level in your life?
Yeah, for sure. Hussein, y'all had him on the podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
One of my mentors. I still keep in touch with Wayne Backus. I got some people, in my tribe, that I'm with.
Right.
And whenever we think of like holy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We spookify that too. Holy, holy, that just means you like righteous or whatever. Really, holy means set apart.
Yeah.
So that means that you feed yourself,
right?
You clothe yourself, you house yourself,
right?
You educate yourself, and you know how to protect yourself. Which means that you have to have your own Wall Street, your own Black Wall Street.
He need to be with Tony Johnson, man.
Yeah, me and Tony Tapp'd.
He be up there. Yeah, he be at the House of Resources.
Yeah.
Shout out Tony Johnson, man. He doing an amazing job with the kids.
Yeah, man.
We sponsored their last. We sponsored their last event. Matter of fact.
Yeah, I'm one of the mentors there. I ain't seen him in a while. A couple of weeks, man. Forgive me, Tony, man.
Yeah. Tony be moving too, though.
Yeah,
I'll be moving.
Tony got a lot going on.
Yeah, but he doing his thing, man.
He is, man.
I give him his flowers, man.
Right.
Every time I see him.
People in the hood that's not doing what he doing.
Right.
On a daily basis, man.
He doing the work.
Sleep to it.
Yeah.
He really in the mud getting it.
It's gonna be beautiful when it's all done.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a House of Resources in California.
That's right.
It's gonna be a House of Resources everywhere. You know,
Detroit, Atlanta, Miami.
It's
Yeah.
corporational.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I can see that, and if he keep working at it, it's really gonna blow, bro.
Yeah. It's really.
We're gonna keep supporting him, make sure that thing jump.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to, because ain't nobody else around here doing it that I know of.
Nah, not on his level, not in that aspect.
In that capacity,
really tapping into that our community at that level and giving them the game and the opportunity and the relationship with the community at that level.
Side of it,
That's
bro.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. I always say he's doing the work.
The parents, the kids, everything. And you know, I seen one time he had posted something. He was like, "Man, it's not even." He said, "It's not even no summer camp, and the kids still showing up."
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
He said they still showing up at the porch. I said he doing something.
Just want to come hang out.
Yeah, they just want to be
Real
there.
talk.
That's dope.
You know he doing something good, because kids don't just come. You know what I mean? They be in their phone or their tablet.
Real
They're
talk.
not gonna reach out for no type of educational type of deal unless you really on that.
He really one of my mentors too. You know what I'm saying? Because
I listen to him.
Right, because I get with him and just to hear some of the game and just his mindset, his attitude of do for self.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is what I really am drawn to.
Yeah.
But I think we should have mentors. In every area of our life, like spiritually, right, physically, like what we eating and how we working out or exercising, taking care of the temple. You know what I mean? With our families, you know what I mean? As far as like your wife and your children, like have that type of mentor in your life. You know, your finances, have that mentor in your life. So I think about like all those aspects that play a part. So not just having like one mentor, but having many men and many mentors in your life.
You gotta set your pride aside. You can't be afraid to ask another man, even if he's younger than you, for some game. You know what I mean? In the barber game, it's some older barbers, some OG barbers that don't want to necessarily ask a question, but I see them watching and they trying to like, what the hell is he doing? Young whippersnapper over there. He knocking him out quick as hell. I want to go ask him, but he don't want to ask. Like, OG, I see you looking. Come over here, man. Start this game. It's cool. And you know, I had the kids teach me shit about the electronics because they like, why are you doing it that way? Why don't you just do this and that? And then boom, it's done. You like, damn, I've been working on that all week. This nigga did it in 3 seconds. He just touched it. So you can't be afraid to get game from somebody else. There's nothing to be sad about or embarrassed about getting knowledge from another man or woman.
Right. No, that's true.
So, are you doing any mentoring? You give classes, or where can people find you?
Me and Jerry we got a webinar on next Thursday is the 14th or the following Thursday. Yeah, next Thursday is the 14th, so we're doing a free webinar on that day, and then we got a link for people to sign up to get on a list to do a course with. Right. So it's gonna be like we're gonna actually take you and get you through your first real estate deal. Right, give you all the game that you need.
That's dope.
Be there for you for like 3 months. Just so you can get a couple under your belt, and then once you get a couple under your belt, you should be able to go out there and. You know, because it's different doing the deal.
Tap in with you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
How much would that cost for that program?
I think, man, it's not more than $500.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, man. I'm glad y'all made it affordable. Because a lot of them I be seeing on like $1 million worth of game and shit.
You up, bro?
They giving you the game and get you on the reel. Then you go text the number and it's like, yeah, for 5,000, you can do my master class. You like, bro, if I had 5 G's, I wouldn't even be coming to your class. I already figured it out. I got negative $12 in my account. What's up? Like, I'm trying to be a millionaire tomorrow.
See, and that's my thing. Is I really want to work with. My whole desire is to I want to have a halfway house. I'm looking at this house. I'm looking at this house down the street. Bro. It's 21 rooms.
Damn.
It's downtown. I can buy it. I don't need no bank or nothing. You know, I don't like dealing with the bank. So I don't need no bank or nothing. I can buy it, and I can open up a halfway house. But the only thing is getting the contracts with TDC or the Federal Bureau of Prisons, because if it's a commercial building downtown, you have to have a contract. You can't just have transitional living or people with private pay or none of that. It's got to be with the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Either you working with feds or you working with people out on probation, out on parole, and they in a facility, right? And then that's when I really want to do my inmate to real estate is help people, because you don't have to stay in real estate. From inmate to real estate, you don't got to stay in real estate.
Right.
But if you can, I believe wholesaling real estate, at least in my opinion, is the fastest way to make money in the shortest amount of time.
Right.
But wholesaling real estate as a whole is systems and processes.
Right.
So doing a deal and doing the business is two different things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can easily show somebody how to do a deal, but and take them through that, right? I can easily show somebody how to do the business, but that's gonna cost money.
Right.
That could cost you off the rip like 15, 20, 25,000, and even more than your money. It's gonna cost you a lot of time.
Time.
You know what I mean? A lot of time.
Gotta have time for it.
Because you have to learn how to sit in every single seat of the business before you can teach somebody how to sit in those seats of the business.
Right.
Because wholesaling real estate is not even investing in real estate, it's marketing.
Right.
That's all it is. It's sales and marketing.
Right.
And customer service.
Yeah.
Because I'm calling somebody and I'm saying, hey, you got this broken down, abandoned house on 123 Main Street.
Yeah.
Like, would you be interested in hearing any offers on it?
Yeah.
Right? Once I get it under, if they say yes and I make them an offer and I get it under contract, I sell the contract.
Yeah.
I never buy the house. I never sell the house. I never spend my own money.
Somebody else.
I sold the contract to somebody else for a fee.
Yeah.
So they paid me for the contract.
So like basically it's like, okay, I'm gonna buy this property from you. This property, you want 40,000 for it. We gonna use a number.
Right.
You want 40,000 for it. I got you right here for the 40,000. I'm gonna sell the contract for 50.
Right.
60.
Right.
That's my take.
That's your take.
And
that's right.
And I keep going with that.
Right. So now what you want to do is do that at scale. How can you just talk to one person and it might have took you 2 hours to talk to that one person because you done dialed through 25 different numbers, right?
Most people hang up on you.
I got 11 virtual assistants that live in the Philippines.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
Yeah.
All day long.
Right.
And all I see is the person that tells them, yes, I'd be interested. Oh, I'm gonna get you on the phone with Michael. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm already just getting warm people and I'm just on the phone closing them. Oh, you want this? Oh, I can give you this for this reason. I can help you out this way. If it'll make you feel better about the price I offered you. You know what I mean? We both know what the house look like. You want it today, you want it 6 months from now, all that stuff, right? I do all that stuff. But if you see, the marketing aspect of it is the calling, the text messages, the sending out the mail and all that stuff.
How many people getting hung up on, bro, or they don't want to be bothered. Oh, no, I'm not interested. Like how many calls they have to go through to get that one person to actually stay on the phone and give them their attention.
And not getting discouraged because you get 100 no's. That's a lot of work. You're going to get 150 no's first before you get one.
Right. That's a lot of work. But it's a lot of work that somebody like us shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got to create basically like a marketing department or a marketing team to be able to do that, and then create systems and processes within that specific department so that everything flows, and then all you get is this person that says, "Yeah, I'm interested."
They're gonna send them straight to you.
And they're gonna send them straight to me, right?
Yeah.
So that's the business,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That's business. But doing the deal is just, hey, let me go and either I'm gonna print out a list of 200 numbers, I'm gonna bang through every single one of these till my phone melt, or I'm gonna drive in the neighborhood and I'm gonna pick out a house that look like it's abandoned. I'm gonna try to find that specific person, and I might, find 10 houses and work on 10 until I get a no from somewhere, or until I get a yes. You know what I'm saying? That's doing a deal. Yeah. So doing a deal and doing a business is two different things.
Right, I got
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I like that though.
So, but you could do a deal and turn that into another business. Because let's say your heart is you want to be in t-shirt business. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. And you just did a real estate transaction for $10,000. In 30 days, your t-shirt business should jump. Yeah, jump now. Right off the rip,
immediately.
Now you got enough money to put more into it.
That's exactly right.
That's the whole plan.
That's exactly right.
You trying to give yourself leverage.
That's right.
You trying to give yourself leverage at the shortest amount of time.
That's right. That's right.
And I think that's the biggest issue that most Americans have. You know what I'm saying? It's like just not having that time. And I realize now, over time, even talking to Brandon and just chopping it up with different people, rubbing shoulders with different people, man, it's like the main thing, I'm not chasing the bag no more. I'm chasing my time. I need my time back.
You gotta buy it back.
That's it.
I need my time back. You
That's
know what I'm saying? And then once you get your time back and everything good, that give you more time to sit. Just like, let's just say, let's think, I got an example. When you sit in a jail cell, you still, right?
Right.
You got time to think about, damn, I should have did this, or I could do this better.
Right.
How about I do it like this? Okay, when I get out, I'm gonna do this and do that. When you're moving fast, you ain't thinking about trying to put no plan together. So when you get your time back, it's the same thing.
Right.
You can be sitting at home like, oh, shoot, I just came up with the greatest, brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you able to move on that.
Right.
Without having to worry about punching in on somebody else's clock.
That's true.
So that's the thing I'm trying to get away from.
Right. You gotta carve out that time, even when you're not in that position.
Yeah.
Even if you're on a 9-to-5 job, you gotta carve out time for yourself.
That's true.
Time for your mental health. Time for your dream. Even if it's just an hour.
Yeah,
real talk. Like tell your wife and your kids to leave you alone for 1 hour.
Right.
And I think that's part of, not to cut you off, not to cut your whistle. I want to hear that. I think that's all part of those. When you create those multiple streams.
Facts.
Because when you create those multiple streams, that could potentially be the thing that give your time back.
Right.
Absolutely right.
Right. Because a lot of us get in the cycle of going to work at 8 o'clock, get off at 5, got to hit the grocery store, order kids, homework, cook, time with my wife, the dogs, get the stuff ready for tomorrow, baths. Yeah. It's already midnight.
Yeah.
When's the dreaming time? When's the brainstorming time?
Right.
Where's the time for your relationship?
Right.
And that's over and over. And then Saturday is football, baseball, sports.
The system got it set up.
Sundays, church, eating.
8 to 12 hours.
Right.
The setup is the setup.
Yeah.
100% right.
You get like 2 to 3 hours with your family a week of actual time with them uninterrupted.
Right.
And we wonder why the relationships fell in. We don't know our kids don't know us.
That's true. One thing I started here recently through a mentor, right, was 2 things. Understanding that he told me that you're not going to ever have a balanced life. Just make sure that the life, wherever you are in that moment, is quality. Right. So if you at the house... Me, I like playing the game sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But if my wife at the house, you don't need to be playing no game, you know what I mean? You need to be having that quality time with your wife or with your son, right? Things of that nature. Or if you at work, if you're doing what you do at work, just give it all, 100% while you're there. Don't be over here, and then time block. You know what I mean? Like either that week, at the beginning of the week, let's call it Sunday, just write down 25, 30, 45 tasks that you have to complete to get you to that next level. And then take that and then block it into your week. You know what I mean? And then if you got an 8-hour work shift, fine. Get you a couple tasks in before that. Get you a couple. And those tasks don't have to be business related. Those tasks can be like spending 30 minutes rubbing my wife's feet. You know what I'm saying? Or spending 30 minutes reading a book with my son, or get a book off of Amazon, some type of financial literacy book or whatever the case may be. Get your mind right type of book, and just spend that quality time with him. Even if he only get 30 minutes a day, because you got so much going on, it's not a balance. But if you can get that quality in, it's solid.
I think that's part of, not to cut your wisdom, but I think that is a part of the key to the success too, man. Because you got to remember, man, if your wife is happy and your home is happy, your kids are good, that's less stress you have to worry about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? True. So that should be part that you incorporate in there. Like you said, if you just rub and feed, whatever, like all that stuff important too, man. It's important.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I always tell my clients, you got to budget your time, not just your money.
That's it.
Right.
Everybody preaches about budgeting your money, but nobody preaches about budgeting your time.
And that's the most important.
Especially time for yourself.
Right.
I know we put a lot of other people first and move a lot of things around and put ourselves on the back burner. But like, how long you gonna sit on the back burner? You've been on the back burner 8 years. Like, it's time to come up front. Like, it's time to put you first. Because if you're not good, your kid's not good.
Right.
I know we all want to put our kids first all the time and first and first and first. But if you sick, how you gonna take care of your kids? Because that stress can make you physically sick.
That's 100%.
That's like saying, you know, like, let me ask y'all a question, man. So let's just say, like, you the person, you gotta go out there and hunt for the food, right? You gotta hunt for the food. Now, there's bread, rice in the house. That's probably like one piece of steak left.
Mm-hmm.
Do you split that steak up and give it to your kids, or do you eat it for yourself? Like, which one would you do?
Man.
There's one steak left. There ain't no more steak.
It's only
and ain't nobody ate.
It's beans. It's a steak. It's not that big, but you could cut this steak up and divide it between like 3-4 children. Hey, y'all get a little piece of steak. Each one of y'all, here you go, some rice and beans and all that. But you know that maybe within the next hour, you got to go out there and hunt. And get more meat.
Yeah.
Do you eat that piece of meat?
Man, you got to go hunt, right?
So you gonna have to have
some strength.
Yeah.
So
now,
instead of saying, because you know how some people say, like, you know, no, as kids, they small, let's feed them first.
You got to sacrifice.
But you got to realize that those sacrifices that the man makes, even the mother too, that she makes, they need their strength to keep on.
That's right.
Bringing what they got to bring home.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
It go back to like on the plane, like they tell you, like if you sitting next to your wife, your daughter, your son, don't put the mask on them first.
Yeah.
Put the mask on you first.
You ain't no good. You pass out.
Exactly.
And the baby just looking like, what I need to do next? Nigga, we need you here.
Exactly. You got to put the mask on first.
But people don't think like that for some reason.
Look out for y'all.
Right. Absolutely.
Look out for y'all. Find you, right?
Absolutely. I believe that.
So who y'all feel should be served first? I always see that online. Who gets served first?
Man. I'm not misogynist at all, but especially if the man is either in his rightful position or doing everything that he can to get in that position. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I like what he just said. Because every man is not already there.
Right.
Yeah.
Some of them are working their way to
facts. That's
so if a queen is really valuing the king within that man, see, the thing is she seeing what he has or she seeing who he is?
Right.
If she's seeing
who he was,
she gonna value the king in that man.
Right.
She gonna rank his play first.
That's right. And see, a woman, their purpose or their function is to be able to see what's in you and help get what's in you out of you.
Mm-hmm.
See,
that's why she has real talk because she's the eyes.
Yeah.
Like in the Hebrew culture, like the woman is like the eyes.
Right.
The man
she gonna see what you don't
she gonna see what you don't see, and she's supposed to put you on game. Like just like you, like a king. You know, a king sit in his throne and he look down at the whole kingdom. He see the whole kingdom, but the woman is gonna be like, "Hey, you see this right here?
Who that
you
bitch
see
over
that
there?
right?"
I ain't never seen her before. Put her titties all out. You like, what?
Hey, no lie.
Tell me she ain't gonna see it.
She gonna see it.
Real talk.
people.
That one right there.
Moving through the crowd, but you don't see.
I don't like her.
It's a wide spectrum.
Yeah.
She gonna see everything in between.
That's right. That's right. And then that's how they work together because she really can't see the wide.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's where we got to continue
two become one.
The two become one.
Though. You need
That's
both.
right. So we continue to cast that vision like this is what it is. This is, what we aiming at as a household.
Right.
This is the direction that we going. Once she buys into it, then she like, okay, well, you told me this, so this is out of place. Can you know what I'm saying? This need to be addressed or whatever the case may be. But they like the eyes.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Yeah.
That's true. And I love that. And I think that's really, if you think about it, every king who ruled in the kingdom, they had a powerful queen behind them. So
that's true.
I like that.
So how do you go about getting your wife on board for that? Did you come with that mindset, or she came with it, or y'all found it at the same time?
Man, honestly, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
It's always a work in progress.
Real
like
talk, bro.
to really get there and function in that, man, we got to go through a lot of healing, especially our relationship.
Yeah.
I was the guy that took the rent money and went and smoked it up and gambled it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all been down through
You know
it.
what I mean? We done been down through it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, and she didn't she did what she had to do when I was locked up.
Right.
You know what I mean? But every time I got out, she always gave me a chance.
Yeah.
And this last time I was like, man, I'm gonna really do something. And she was super skeptical.
Yeah.
So but we've been married. We've been together, off and on for about 13 years now. Yeah. But as far as married, we just celebrated our 6th month anniversary. Yeah, this last month.
Okay, congratulations.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a blessing.
I ain't trying to tell
Months or years?
Years, bro.
Oh, he said he had months, right?
No, years.
Oh, years. Okay, yeah. Congratulations. I'm like, you fresh into it.
I'm at 3 married and 5 together.
Right.
But I mean, like I said, spiritually, when you bond, you married already.
Facts. That's
right.
true. That's true.
But yeah, I feel you on that. And the thing is, man, like I try to say to a lot of guys out here, man, if you can because a lot of times a woman will look at it, well, baby, I believe in you. Do your thing. Don't do your thing, baby.
Right.
But if you can tap in a little bit and just every now and then, come on over here to my playground and see why I do it.
That's how you got to
why I do it. And when you do that, it'll make you kind of embrace it a little bit more, and you'll see why I embrace it.
Right.
Because you're more involved.
Right.
That's right.
But a lot of times a woman, if she got her focus on something else, she not gonna really be looking at it. It ain't that she don't believe in you.
Right.
It ain't that she ain't
tapped in.
That ain't what she on.
Right.
If you can get her tapped into what you're doing, it's gonna create a wall that's gonna separate that divide.
Sure.
And what I mean by that is some people you spending too much time over here. We shouldn't be together. I don't think I'm getting enough time. Versus if you get involved with me in what I'm doing, you see why I'm doing it, and you get more understanding of why, it's gonna make you realize hold on, I'm loving this.
Right.
We can be together. We can get this together.
Yeah.
And the same vice versa, man. Hey, baby, this is what you're doing. Okay, let me go over and check out what you're doing.
Right.
I don't have to necessarily like it completely like you do, but I'm gonna get involved for the function of me and you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you feel like she should just come naturally to you and want to be involved, or you should have to ask, babe, come look at this?
Spiritually, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it should be natural because then it really showing her true essence of her connection with you. Of how she believe in you and what she feel. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
If I gotta tell you, but at the same time,
don't have the same value.
I feel like maybe our values ain't the same. But at the same time, maybe she's distracted by what she trying to do. And it might not necessarily mean she don't value you or what you trying to do. She might just be so distracted in what she trying to get done that she not realizing damn, maybe I am tripping a little bit.
Yeah.
So you gotta kind of you gotta balance it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to just cut the cord right away. You cut it off. Nah, you can't. It's been plenty of times we done fucked up and they be like, man, you did this and this and that.
Yeah.
Damn, man, I didn't even realize I did.
Yeah.
You know what? Now you right. I shouldn't have done that.
Right.
So, we gotta look at it the same way, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And I think women want that security. I think that's probably one of the main things they want is that protection and that security, right? A lot of times, we be doing some risky things, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be eat what you kill type situation.
Yeah.
We hadn't got to the point where we just created that passive income. Because I guarantee you, if we had $10,000 coming in every month off a play that we made, you're not gonna follow who?
Yeah, exactly.
It ain't gonna take too much convincing.
It's not gonna take too much convincing because that protection and that security is there. It's already there, right? So in the beginning, when we're still in that create cash phase, we're trying to get the cash to be able to make those type of plays.
Right.
You know what I mean? It might be a little bit hesitant for them to come and follow us 100%. For some, maybe.
Right.
You know what I mean? For some, maybe. Because they see, I hear what you're saying. I see what you're doing. I love what you're doing.
Yeah. I need proof of concept, though.
Right, I believe what you're doing. I believe in you, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I got this security over here. You know what I'm saying? I got this security. I got this protection over here that you and what you got going on aren't there yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but how do we get there? How do we get there without that tapping into that belief and that faith that you got going on? Remember what we talked about last time, the acrimony. He came back, he gave her $10 million. He bought her mama house back. All that, but she just, it's like she stopped believing at the wrong time. That one time, if she would have just believed one more day.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's just like, it's kind of a two-way street. You got to understand, like I said earlier, like they kind of tapped into what they doing. So it's like, they might not be purposely not showing you that they don't believe in what you're doing or want to tap in. But at the same time, they so distracted by what they trying to do. But at the same time, how does that, for a man's perspective, I'm like, damn, you don't see what I'm seeing?
I see a lot of women saying,
got the same glasses I got on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
a lot of women say they support their man. And we just kind of leave it at that. And I really want to know what you mean by support. Like when I say I have an idea and I'm going along with it, are you like, I support you, like a thumbs up, or are you getting on the computer and making flyers for my business? Are you taking my social and setting up an LLC? Are you cash apping me $300 so I can get the LLC? Are you at home Googling stuff while I'm at work on how to, and then when I get home, you like, oh, you know, babe, it's a tax deduction for that. That's support to me, not just go, babe. That's not support.
Listen though, are you doing it without comparing notes?
And without me asking.
Are you doing it without comparing notes? Are you doing it from a perspective of like, I ain't even worried about it because let's say 5 more years or 2 more years from now, we finna be millionaires because this nigga right here got it.
He got it.
So I'm not even comparing notes with you. Just go on and do what you do.
I want to know, are you all in or not?
You the mind and the muscle. I know if this is like this. If a woman know she ain't got that type of niche for whatever that is you trying to make happen. I'm not finna get out there and do this. I'm not a people's person. I'm not this. I'm not that. If I know he is that one to do it, he the mind, he the machine, he the muscle. Shit, why not?
Right. True.
Because it's gonna happen.
And that's why I said it's still some healing that need to take place.
That's what it is.
With our women, with us too.
That's what it is.
But with us, you know what I'm saying, as a people, it's some healing because I think that the only reason why that doesn't happen
is trust, bro.
It's because of trust. And it's because of trauma. Right? It's because of trauma.
The two T's. Trust and trauma.
Trust and trauma.
For real.
Because for so long, and even in my specific situation, I don't think, because my wife hadn't just, she helped me out here and there, but she hadn't just straight up, especially with her skill set, she building another man business. Straight up, and I get on her about it all the time. Like, the same thing you doing in that company.
Do it over here.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still healing that need to take place because
that's like master taking care of me.
That's right. It's the safety.
I can't. The
safety and security over here because what you doing is dangerous. You a black man. Ain't filled out nobody's application to be working nowhere. You got 5 felonies. You know what I'm saying? You I see you doing big things, but what you're doing is dangerous to a degree.
That's deep though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty deep.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the healing just need to take place because we talk about it all the time. We even set her a quit date. You know what I'm saying? A day where she gonna leave and she gonna stop working there and she gonna come into the family business so to speak and grow our family business, right? But until that day, I still gotta work with her on healing.
Yeah.
She still gotta work with me on healing because she quit. You know what I'm saying? I can't be like this. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Hit her with the 2 snap, the 1 snap. You know what I mean? I gotta be able to be the certain type of man that can lead that certain type of woman.
Be comfortable in that process as well. So
there you go. There you go. So I think healing is a big part of it.
That's really important.
That was deep though.
Yeah. I've been in that relationship before when I'm doing all the grinding and she just walking by like watching me and I'm like to myself like, damn, you ain't even gonna ask like, hey, you need some help. Yeah. Like you reaping all the benefits. We're going out to the nice dinners. We're going on vacations. Right. But then when it come down to really getting your hands dirty, it's all me. But then when we argue, it's like, but I support what you do. Like, you support me how though? Right. And I asked her the same questions I asked y'all. Did you make flowers, business cards? Are you out there telling your friends about it when you get your hair done? Like, hey, my dude do this if you ever need somebody. Right. That's what I'm talking about, putting in groundwork. Not like a street team, but if you just happen to be around people, are you even mentioning it? Right. You know what I mean? That's supporting your man.
I was in a relationship before, man, and it was like, I cook, I do what I do, you know what I'm saying? I done went to culinary school, I do it. And it'd be situations where, like, you know, the company that person was working for, it was like, man, they needed somebody to do a catering thing for them for a party or something. And you didn't tell them not once about me?
Man, yeah, you didn't bring my name up.
That was a low blow, bro.
Right. But you gonna get 1,000 of them.
I was like, not only are you doing, not only is it messed up because of the fact that you didn't say nothing, but the fact that you ain't even looking at the big picture that is coming back in our house.
Right.
In our community.
Here.
That's true.
So why wouldn't you instead of telling them to go to whatever, Rudy's or whatever you're trying to order from, tell them to come to me.
Right, facts.
And give me that money. It's going to go back in our household.
That shit used to hurt in the beginning when I first started doing food catering. Yeah, like I was personally offended. Like some of my closest friends, they was getting married, having events and stuff, and I'm like, damn, nigga, like I'm at your house with the kids and everything. Right. You know I'm a food caterer, and it's like,
call somebody else.
You know, I looked around me, and I think it was like Jeezy or somebody said it like, the niggas in your city ain't gonna support you. You're gonna get love somewhere else. It's never the niggas around you. And I looked around me, and none of my niggas had bought plates from me, but all these other people had bought plates and posting pictures on Facebook for me and sharing it and telling their family. Right. So I started getting out of my feelings about it, and you know, I don't hold them accountable to it. Y'all don't have to buy, but it would be nice to support me instead of going to get it from KFC, because KFC ain't putting it back in your community.
That's right.
You give it to me, and then it comes back in August. I'm doing book bag giveaway for your kids, giving away notebooks and shit. KFC ain't doing that. Right. But you'll go hire them for an event instead of me, though. Or at least not even just hire me, just put me in the running, you know, to compete with somebody else. You know what I mean? Right. So shit is crazy, but you can't really get in your feelings about it. You just gotta keep moving. Yeah.
Man, he said, man, a prophet is gonna be without honor in his own country. Yeah. You know? So it'd be like your own people that never support you,
that's real.
Love.
Yeah. That's a good one to leave off on. I like that. Well, man, we sure appreciate you coming through, man, giving us some of your time and dropping them gems and being real transparent with your story.
Yeah, real.
And you really need to write a book.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. And this man just bought a hotel, man. We're going to give it up to you. This man just bought a fucking hotel.
Live in and out of hotels.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Happening to them too.
Yeah. Bro, I looked at my Facebook and I seen it and I was just like I was blown away. I was proud for y'all. It was like I won with y'all. I ain't even on the deal. You know what I mean? I was like, that's my niggas.
That's gotta be normal.
We really invited a lot of people to come out there because that's what it was. It was like we wanted people to feel like this was for the community.
Yeah, I love seeing us win.
Black-owned hotel in Killeen. The history of this place.
Come on, bro.
That's what, you know, I talked to you and Jerry and Hussein about changing my circle and like you were saying, rubbing shoulders with the right people. Yeah. So I know I'm in the right rooms now, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And that was strategic placing myself there. Not that I knew I would run into you.
Right.
But it's just you got to be intentional about changing your circle, man, and stop hanging with niggas that's just smoking weed and playing video games all day. Because you're gonna get stuck in that same cycle. Go to real estate seminars.
Right.
Pay the $100 to go. I don't care. Just go be around them people and network while you're there. Because you don't know who you'll run into.
Right.
When I was in that room with y'all, man, I met like 5 millionaires. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My daughter met 5 millionaires. She ended up, you know what I'm saying, city councilman, and you know what I mean, just anybody. You don't know. My daughter needed some type of shit for her school, like community service hours, and meeting Stacey Wilson. She's like, oh, that's easy. That's a phone call. Right. My daughter's on it the next day. Man, got her hours for school. It's just that simple for networking. Right. You know what I mean?
Because people are the most valuable assets.
For sure.
Because we're the highest form of creation.
Yes, sir.
The highest form of creation.
I like that, bro.
So once I connect with you, like, I'm vibing on a whole nother level. Like if we on that same frequency or we on that same energy, headed in that same direction, man, it's gonna shoot you off in that direction even more so, because what's mine become yours and what's yours become mine.
Yeah. And I just want you to know that, man, all of my resources are open to you anytime. You can call me for anything. You know, you never know who somebody know. Right. You never know. It's always worth that phone call to ask. Yeah. And y'all was, you know what I'm saying, open arms welcoming me to the information. Like I said, y'all didn't hoard it from me. Right. I was sitting down with them on Wednesdays at the coffee shop, and he just opened up, gave me the whole game right there. I'm sitting there with my mind blown. Like, you know, that's a $2,000 class that he could have charged that he just gave to me.
We still didn't get you one too.
Right. We still working on it, But I just wanted to tell you, face to face, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And I appreciate being right.
And now you got, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm loving it, man. The conversations we having, man. And, you know, like you said earlier, that is a lot of wisdom. You know what I'm saying? I can see it on you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you can see it on when you walk in the room.
Conversations are powerful conversations, because just think right now, while we talking about this, somebody talking about the new Jays, like he was saying.
Yeah.
Like, it's just time wasted. Right now, we really building something.
Right.
For sure.
This is dope. You know
so, can you tell them where they can find you if anybody want to get into real estate?
Yeah, Facebook. You can just look up Michael Lane, MYKAEL Lane. My partner Jerry Pearson. Yeah, we're on Facebook. He's on Instagram, real heavy. And yeah, that's basically where I'm at.
Okay.
You'll see we got a link to our webinar coming up next week. Okay. And then we'll have a link also to the course that we're gonna put out.
We'll drop a link on the end of this too. We'll have to drop this early though.
So y'all make sure that y'all
we'll put it out on our page too.
Always remember after the podcast end, y'all go on there and y'all look at everything that we putting on the back end.
Yeah, there's more on the back end. You know what I'm saying? We got events coming up for the kids.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I put this on here. Discounts, shoes. If we got Tony Johnson's, you know what I'm saying, House of Resources. We got Tony Norris, Good Vibes Wellness. He's healing people with, all herbal medicine.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm finna go watch what y'all sat down with him, right?
That Herb Nerd Pro is the truth.
Go watch that.
You can take your phone outside. We can show you after this and just scan it.
I showed my
that shit crazy.
My fam with the tribe, man. You know, we've had bought some land to build a community on. Out near College Station. Build some land. That's what I was saying about being holy, about being set apart. You know what I'm saying? Like feeding yourself, clothing yourself, everything. Like
for sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check out that Herb Nerd Pro. Cause y'all sat down with him, right?
Right.
Yeah. That's
where you introduced to that.
I sat down. We got
two with him.
We got two.
Well, it's split into like 6, but
we broke them down, but we got
we met with him before and
another set down.
I need to go sit down.
I don't want to speak on this next one, because once we get this next set down, it's gonna be big. So we ain't gonna talk about it, but we supposed to be sitting down on something big with Tony.
Oh, okay.
This is big. What he got
with Tony or Tony Johnson?
Tony Nora.
Okay, Tony Nora.
Yeah, he got something going on, and when he sit down with us the next time, if it's what we think it's gonna be and what he think is
out of there,
this is like it's gonna be out of space.
Y'all keep going, man. Look, check it out. Anything that you do, what 19 Keys say? He said one thing that really caught me. He said, anything you do frequently become your frequency. Right? So y'all are already gaining some traction. Just keep going. Keep going. Because my mentor also told me this. Time is the currency of heaven. Right? Time is the currency of heaven. Because if you sow something today, we've been taught in this world, like everything come like this, that microwave mentality, right?
Yeah.
But everything that you do today is investing into your future self.
Yeah.
That's heaven.
Right.
Heaven is your future self.
That's your higher self.
We've been taught, like, they done taught us heaven is just like this place, like up in the sky and all this stuff. No, heaven is your eternal self.
That's it. Your
That's
higher
where
self and your lower self.
That's right. That your higher self and your lower self. So
Hell
whatever
is your lower self, heaven is your higher self.
That's right. So whatever you do today, everything y'all doing right now is sowing into this world, this lifestyle, this environment, this atmosphere, this energy in the future.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if you keep investing your what? Your time.
Right.
It's the currency of your next level.
Yeah, I love that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So if you keep doing what you're doing and stay consistent with it, it's going to continue to manifest. And then whatever that you vision on the inside of you, it's going to come on the outside of you.
It's coming.
Yeah.
So we gonna leave y'all with that. That's a wrap right there.
What time is it? Y'all stay tuned.
Appreciate y'all too.
For sure, for sure.
Yes, sir.